Hello everybody. Today we're just going to be doing another Reddit replay cast. I'll just start this. It's another one that just got posted about 20 minutes ago. Orange there is the one that posted it. I'm told that his name pronounces as Jupiter and not to bother pronouncing it any other way. So I will do so. Although most likely I'll just refer to him as Enigma for the rest of the game. I'll speed this up a little bit.
Hello everybody.
Today we're just going to be doing another Reddit replay cast. I'll just start.
Always forget to do this.
It's another one that just got posted. There we go.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, that's us back. Sorry about that. I apologize. Right, okay, so on the Dire team we have a Chaos Knight, a Bloodseeker, Crystal Maiden, Necrophos or Necrolite, whichever now, and a Legion Commander. Legion Commander being used quite a lot just now, as she's new and therefore popular. We have the Ricky on the Radiant, along with Abaddon, Lion, Luna, and Enigma. Enigma probably going to be jungling, I would imagine. Ricky will be in the long lane. I would say farming, but it looks like Luna is going there as well. Obviously more into putting the two supports in the off lane up here, rather than putting one of the carries there to take the farm. Unless Lion is going mid, of course, which would leave Abaddon in the off lane, which would make more sense. Chaos Knight coming down to spot out the rune here. No courier for the Radiant side yet. Doesn't look like Crystal Maiden has picked one up. She's gone for a Ring of Regen start. Not ideal. We'll have a look at the first item picks here. Ricky going for Greedy build, going 1 Tango, Quelling Blade, and Slipper's Agility. May have been better getting a Stout Shield here. So there's going to be a little bit of a trade here. Lion managing to get the Earth Spike there and get a little bit of damage in the Chaos Knight, but he does manage to get the invisibility. Anyway, as I was saying, looks like Enigma is jungling, I would say. He's sitting on a Sage's Mask and Clarity. Maybe it might have been repick style or whatever, but he looks like to be going for his Ring of Basilius to start with. Right, okay, that's probably enough to do with this. Fairly standard apart from that one. Bloodseeker going jungle by the looks of things as well, with the Quelling Blade Stout. Okay, we'll get the last denies here. Necrophos on 2 at the moment, beating the mid Luna. Looks like they rearranged their lanes a little bit to account for having 2 carries in 1 lane, which is good. Looks like a little bit of collapse here coming on. Lion managing to get an Earth Spike on Legion Commander and the Creep. Not much damage coming out from the Earth Spike at level 1, but it is a pretty good CC regardless. Might want to look into getting a Hex as well to try and get longer duration. May go with the mana drain build, especially against the CM. You'd be able to, like, basically a font of mana that you'll be able to plunder at any given time. Enigma on 5 last hits. Well, Lion taking quite a lot of damage here, stopping to Tango up, try and regain some of that health. Ricky paying for, of course, not getting the Stout Shield to start off with. If he had a Stout Shield, then he wouldn't be too far behind. He's got the backstab damage to get the last hits if need be. Abaddon pushed fairly up towards the tower here, taking a couple of tower hits here, but he should still be okay. He's sitting on quite a lot of regen. He's got 7 tangles at the moment. Back down the bottom lane again, and looks like there was an Earth Spike thrown there. I'm not sure if it caught anyone, but worth throwing regardless. And he has gone with the mana drain as well, so he's probably just going to be slurping up Crystal Maiden and Legion Commander's mana. Taking Legion Commander's mana will be quite good because he won't be able to use press the attack and regain his health. Using it on the range creep just now, of course, just to fill out that mana enough to get Earth Spike reliably. And the Earth Spike, of course, there being used on the Legion Commander. I'm just going to double check that my settings are okay. They look to be. Okay, that's fine. Right, on the mid lane, it looks like Necrophos is beating the Luna quite handily. She's taking quite a lot of harass. She's picked up her magic stick, obviously expecting quite a lot of death pulses coming out from the Necrophos. Or screw it, Necrolite. He's Necrolite, and he will be Necrolite as far as I'm concerned. Right, and then picking up the Soul Ring on the Enigma here, or Jupiter, as he said. So that'll help him jungle a lot more effectively. Should have no problem getting out his demonic conversion to get those Eidolons. Looks like a little bit of mana drain coming on here from the Lion. Legion Commander throwing the overwhelming odds there, hoping to get a little bit of movement speed. Lion taking a Frostbite there. And Ricky coming in with a couple of backstabs while he's in his smoke. Using the Hex there from the Lion as well to try and stop that Legion Commander from whacking on the Ricky. Poor little Ricky. Ricky has managed to get first blood. I can't believe it actually just switched away from that. That is just classic me. It wouldn't be a game with Zizan without me missing first blood, would it? Okay, and the Earth Spike going off on the Legion Commander, allowing Ricky to escape with no problems there. He's down to 1 tango now. It looks like he's going to be getting a fast boots here, going for the stat items rather than movement speed at the moment. Obviously feeling Lion can protect him with the Hex and the Earth Spike just now. Up in the top lane, looks like there's been a bit of a shift. Bloodseeker has come into lane to try and harass out that Abaddon. Abaddon should, in the off lane, be able to pick up borrow time pretty quickly, which should protect him quite well against the Bloodseeker. Of course, if he ruptures him, the borrow time goes off, then he can just run as fast as he can and refill all of his health. Not much on the CS here. He's only got 3 sitting in line with the CM Crystal Maiden here. So, but he is there for experience. He doesn't need a huge amount of farm. Looks like he's probably building Tranquils, actually, from the Ring of Protection, I think. Ring? Protection? I'm missing another kill down here. Legion Commander getting killing Lion here as well. That should equalize lane a little bit more, give her a little bit more experience and gold. But it was first blood there, of course, first, so they'd be able to get a slight advantage on that one. Necrophos picking up his Power Treads. That probably means he's going to be going for a more carry-style build. That's more likely on the mid as well. So they'll have the experience. Abaddon doing a little bit of trading here up with the Chaos Knight. Coming out okay. The Aphotic Shield managing to take off quite a lot of that damage, I would imagine. I'm going to keep down here with the bottom lane because that's where I've missed all the first bloods. Guaranteed I'll miss a blood up here. Yes, oh, I caught this one actually. And Chaos Knight manages to take down Abaddon using his Chaos Bolt, probably one of the longer duration stuns on that one. So that was very well played from them. That takes them up to 1-2. Have a quick look at the goal experience. Still not much. It's only just over 500, but it has taken a dip down towards the dire side. Having a look back down on the bot lane, as I was saying, on the mid lane, it looks like Luna has been completely destroyed by the Necrolite, which can't deal with that sustain that he's pulling out with the Sadist and the Death Pulse. Again, back down the bottom lane. Quite rare to see a Legion Commander not in the jungle. Obviously, the Bloodseeker was more interested in going in the jungle than Legion Commander was, or perhaps they are stacked. Who knows? Okay, Ricky managing to get Power Treads a little bit later than, say, the Necrolite and things like that. He has got the Courier coming out with him with the Necrolite, with the Power Treads and the Magic Wand recipe as well. It's not going to do him a great deal against the Luna because she's not going to be throwing too many Lucent Beams. They are quite mana expensive, but it will be useful against some of the other heroes most likely. Enigma managing to farm pretty well. He's got his headdress. That's probably going to be going into a early mechanism, and that should be able to give him a lot more team fight, and that is what Enigma does. Abaddon managing to pick up a kill on Bloodseeker using that borrowed time there. Have a look at his Bloodseeker uses ult. No, he doesn't. He is not level 6 yet. And Abaddon managing to escape here and managed to disconnect the Reality Rift there. I've not seen that before. I didn't even know that was possible. Managing to pick up his boots here, and he's getting it delivered to him, which is a little bit stupid because there is a perfectly good side shop here with Boots of Speed readily available. Back down the bottom lane, looks like it's just standard farmy for the time being. Ricky is in a bit more aggressive position, but that Sentry Ward will put them out. Speaking of Sentry Wards, we'll have a look at the warding. Looks like Radiant have a ward there, and that is it. The only ward that I can see. Lion mana draining up on that creep, allowing him a little bit more mana to get off his CCs and help Ricky get them kills. He's sitting in quite an aggressive position, obviously not realizing that he is visible to them, but they're playing dumb for the time being. Ricky has been spotted out, and he looks like he is going to die, and he's going to feed dual damage to this as well if Lion cannot stop them. Oh, he manages to get him, but he doesn't get him in time. The Lion stun managing to stop that dual bonus damage from going towards him, which is good. Well played from Lion there. Lion throwing another Earth Spike here just for a little bit of CS. Lion's going to have to play particularly careful. Legion Commander ult is not too expensive, so Needs to be careful of that one. A little bit of action in the top lane. It looks like Abaddon is manning up. He knows he's got borrowed time, so he knows he can dive the tower if need be. And he is going to use that, but the borrowed time is going to run out just now. So he's going to have to be careful about that. Oh, and unfortunately he is going to die. The Chaos Knight throwing out an excellent Chaos Bolt there and managing to catch him out under tower range, throwing that little bit of extra damage. We'll have a look at the KDA here. Legion Commander sitting on 2, Chaos Knight on 1, and Necrophos on 1 as well. Why am I saying Necrophos? It's Necrolite. Anyway. Yep, Luna not having a good time, to be honest. If we have a look at the last sets denies, she is sitting... Where is she even? 13. She's come back a little bit, not a great deal. At the moment, but it's Abaddon that's having the worst time out. Looks like Legion Commander has picked up an Invis rune and is going to come in. She has enough mana for the duel, but unfortunately Enigma is there as well. So she's going to have to be a little bit more scared, because if she's dueling, then she can't run away from the black hole. Enigma can just mosey on in and throw himself a black hole, which it looks like he is probably going to do now. But they look like they're actually going to be able to get it. Yep, quick blink strike there, managing to pick up the kill, but it looks like an unfortunate case of the duel death there for Ricky. Paying for his sins there, but the Malefice managing to get a wee stun off there, but the press the attack is likely going to save him. Yes, and we ping from the Stout Shield, getting off a little bit of extra regen there. Line throwing his magic stick charges there as well. He's sitting on a magic wand recipe too. CMT TPing to the bottom lane here again. And also Legion Commander's coming back as well. Didn't go back to base for too long. He has a press the attack and he has the Arcane Aura for sustain. A little bit of pressure coming on the mid lane, going on the Necrophos by looks things. Probably going to be a Lucent Beam initiation here. It does have the Eclipse as well. No, not gonna bother going in. Too busy with the creeps. And it looks like Ricky might die for this one actually as well. He has not been very lucky with this. Down on the bottom lane as well here, it looks like Enigma has been picked off. Let me see, that was Legion Commander, and did he use Jewel? It looks like he might have done. I'm not sure. Yes, he is sitting on 10, so he hasn't actually done that. It wasn't a dual kill. Or the duel ran out beforehand, I'm not really sure. Legion Commander using that Curse of Avernus to slow him down quite a bit and push him out of lane. That's very well played of him. Enigma coming in, back in, further back to go straight back into the jungle by the looks of things. Going to go into that easy camp just now. Right, last sets, he is sitting pretty well. We'll have a look at the net worth. It is Necrolite sitting on top. 3,700 after dominating the mid lane so hard. I'm not surprised, and plus getting 2 kills. Only 1 death as well, so not doing too badly. The Luna's just sitting on 1 death at the moment and 22 last hits, so she's going to be a little bit behind. She's sitting on 500 gold at the moment as well. Dire are taking considerable lead here. They are 8 for 4 at the moment. But they, let me see, let me have a look at their ultimates. It looks like they've got quite a lot of teamfight ultimates coming out from, teamfight abilities coming out from the Radiant. You've got the Lion with the Disables, Luna with the Eclipse, and Black Hole, of course. That also game-changing Black Hole. If we can see some nice ones, that'd be nice. Looks like Abaddon has picked himself up a Soul Ring. He can use that to miscoil his allies if need be. It is a much higher amount of health used, of course, for it. Self-damage 100 plus, how much is this? It's 150. 150 health, so 250 health you'll be using to cast that. But you can, of course, use it to cast a Fox Shield for a slightly better trade. Lion going down there as well, again to Legion Commander. Was that a dual kill? He's sitting on 20, so very likely. Enigma still floating about in the jungle. And Luna is farming up the mid lane here. Try and come back from a deficit. Dire should be taking advantage of this, I would say. So they know it's not going to be too much happening. Abaddon sitting on low health. He's not getting Soul Ring delivered because Luna is using the Courier just now. And what is on the Courier? It looks like her Power Tread. So that's her at least got a little bit of something. Excuse me. And he's sitting there with an Invis rune. He's not going to be able to dive under this one. And plus there is the 2 Centaurs here able to pick out the Ricky and the Abaddon here. Looks like Chaos Knight and Bloodseeker have been sharing farm for the most part. Bloodseeker, I know he started in the jungle, but he decided to go into lane to help Chaos Knight against that Abaddon. Yeah, Abaddon a bit better in the off lane, I would say, than Chaos Knight. Not a huge amount of damage coming on there on the Abaddon, not managing to aphotic shield off. That's slow as well, so that's good. Mid lane, Luna pulling the creep waves past, so it'll avoid the tower damage. Tower is getting quite low at the moment. Seems to be quite a bit of posturing down here on the bottom lane. We've got 4 sitting here, but Ricky is running away at the moment. I'm not sure if they know these sentry wards are here or not. I'm sure Ricky knew that there was one there at least, but it seems they are keeping that vision up. Still got about half duration on there as well. Enigma's got himself his mech, and that's a reasonable time for a mech, I would say. Not too bad at all. That death probably set him back a good few hundred gold, so Abaddon looks to be in a bit of a bad spot here. Is he going to throw the jewel? I don't think it's safe for him to do so, but they are going to have a bit of a fight, and now he should be able to duel, but no, not wanting to duel the Abaddon because of the borrowed time, of course. It's pretty much a guaranteed duel fail, because the duration on that one is 3 seconds, so you've got 1 second to get him down, basically. Which is nowhere near enough. Looks like Enigma sitting over here on the side, looking to go in with the black hole, and black hole. No black hole. Unfortunate. If he black holed, he might have had a small chance of saving, and he black holes 1. Managed to get the Legion Commander, and that is a dead Legion Commander. Lion picking up the kill there. Illusion Rune over here. Dire still no wards. I could be doing some wards to spot out the movements of Radiant, I would say. Now up here, Bloodseeker still farming the jungle, doing his thing. He's sitting on 1400 gold. That might be for a Radiance, I would guess, depending on his farm. Using the Blood Rage on himself to get a little bit more damage against these mud golems. On the mid lane, it looks like Necrophos is trying to posture over here to try and get an ult off on Luna. Let's see what the kill threshold is for this one. Damage per missing, yeah, whatever. Can't work that out. I'm not going to. Not quite. Oh, yes, there we go. With the auto attack there, he managed to pick up the kill, and that will give him 11 stacks of Sadist, and that should be plenty for him to fully regen his health, or mostly regen his mana anyway. Running away from the Abaddon, Abaddon being quite scary this time. By bypassing the Illusion Rune, they have seen it. It's been sitting there for quite some time, actually. Yeah, Abaddon pushing this wave past, deciding that he couldn't man-fight the Necrophos. The Arcane Aura is really paying off for their team at the moment, because there's quite a lot of, well, I wouldn't say mana-dependent heroes, but heroes that have quite high-cost spells. 140 plus 170, that's 210. With a mana pool of only 377, that's going to be quite a lot. Ricky managing to pick up a kill on the Bloodseeker here in the jungle. Obviously knew he'd been away for a while, so he's very likely to be jungling, and from his item build, it's fairly obvious what he's been doing. As we can see, he has Poor Man's Shield and Quelling Blade. The only reason you really start off with those is if you're going to be jungling, or if you've randomed, of course. Which I don't think he did, because it was single draft. Okay. I would say looking at lineups, looks like Radiant communicated a lot more in their draft, or they were just more up for helping. Looks like Necrophos has died again to Ricky. Well, I say again, actually. Well, it's 3. Ooh, looks like the Enigma is out of position here, and he's going to pay for it. The duel is available, and they are going to use the duel as well. Getting pulled back in by that Reality Rift for extra damage. I don't know what Abaddon thinks he's going to achieve here. He does not have much damage. Lion managing to throw a stun in here. Oh, they managed to get the CM using the borrow time there. I would say that's an effective use as well. Legion Commander sitting on her armlet as well, and unfortunately he goes down as well, the Abaddon, and it looks like Lion is going to die as well. They got press the attack in 2 seconds. 1, there we go, don't even need it. Just straight up auto attack them. Power Treads being a lot better there than the Broadcast Tranquils. Ricky coming in to see if he can pick something up, but there is another Sentry Ward there, waiting to grab them if need be. Yep, Up in the top lane, Bloodseeker has moved into the lane to get a little bit more farm. Obviously, it's far more effective. Still sitting on 2,000 gold, so that's probably what he's going to be doing, going for the Radiance, going for the push strat, I would guess. And also the annoying bastard Bloodseeker tactic with Radiance. That's an invisibility here. It looks like Crystal Maiden's going to pick it up, and that should give her time to get in. And throwing up the first ward of Dire's game here, and he's got Observer wards. They have been buying Sentry wards, of course. Can't be too harsh on them. The Sentry wards have managed to give them a little bit more safety. Crystal Maiden playing a bit dumb here. Of course, he's waiting to try and bait them in, but throwing the ultimate out here. But Ricky managing to silence her out with the smoke. Just out of range there when he got hit by the stun as well. Chaos Knight's not going to be happy about that one. Manning up here, but he's going to fall, unfortunately. Necrophos managing to take the kill, and that, of course, is for the sadist. You need to take kills as Necrophos when you're low mana. He's got himself a Rod of Atos, so that should give quite considerable slow, means that he'll be able to get in with his death pulse a lot easier. Excuse me, sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay, Abaddon mildly just managing to escape there with the aphotic shield. It's like Abaddon is being quite manly, I have to say. He looks like he's building an urn here as well. That should give his team a little bit more health as well. Going for the Walking Fountain build, but Walking Fountain is still going to die to Legion Commander when she duels. The armlet being very effective there, along with the press the attack, should she choose to use it. It's a lot of attack speed, and with the counters as well. Ricky throwing in a little bit of damage there, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, that was a lovely black hole there from Enigma, catching 3, and Lion gets in with a 3-man Earth Spike as well. Nice and easy hit for him. And Ricky is unfortunately going to die, not capitalizing enough on that Enigma black hole, not focusing the right targets. Looked like they were splitting up a little bit. It's unfortunate, and Enigma is going to pay for their sins with his life. So that's 3 for 2 there. Not too bad, I guess, when they are a little bit ahead, but every little helps, as they say. We'll have a look at the gold graph here, and it's still pretty similar. You know, that's not really any difference at all. Experienced a good bit more towards the Dire here, 3,000. So should be fine with that one. Let's have a hero level. Right, we have Necrophos on level 14 along with the Chaos Knight. Radiant sitting a little bit behind here, mostly on 11s with Luna on 13. She was in the mid lane, so she should be getting that extra. Tower is in deny range. Abaddon's not going to get a kill here, probably, so he should just go back and deny this tower. Come on. Deny, 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 deny. No. They're going to go for the finger kill there. Lion touching him with his funny, dirty fingers. Okay. Looks like they're just backing off here, trying to hanging about the mid tower here. Maybe in case Ricky's there, that Sentry Ward has run out as well. And Crystal Maiden doesn't have any more. She is sitting on a Claymore at the moment. That is going to be a Shadow Blade, looking for the initiation with the Freezing Field, but there is quite a lot of stuns on the Radiant side, so they will be able to counter that. As soon as she comes in and pops a Freezing Field, she's going to get stunned. Someone's going to disable that, cancel it. Throwing the Frostbite on the Abaddon. He does have borrowed time just now, so he should be able to tank this up quite nicely. A bit of mana drain on the Legion Commander, maybe hoping to get enough mana off him to stop the duel, but no, he doesn't actually, and it looks like he is going to escape, perhaps, using the armlet toggle there to get a little bit extra health. Nope, and that was a really, really nice stun there from the line, managing to secure some kills, and obviously stop them from reinitiating. Run away from the Death Skull. Wacko, 206 damage. Quite a hefty amount there from Necrophos. 275 without magic resist, but of course there's 25% natural magic resist. Enigma is sitting around here. He's not got a huge amount of mana at the moment. He's got enough for a Demonic Conversion or a Malefice or a Midnight Pulse should he choose to. Choosing to use the Midnight Pulse to kill these creeps a little bit faster. Midnight Pulse does not do a huge amount of damage. It's only 4% maximum HP, and that's not going to be that effective against ranged creeps in general. 4% of very little is even littler. That's not even proper English, but I will keep with it. Okay, Necrophos getting stunned here by the Lion. Lion's been pretty good at getting these Earth Spikes all game. I'm not sure if they changed the way that Earth Spike worked at the same time as they did with the Nyx. but I would guess not, actually. It's probably still a target ability, unlike poor old Nyx, who has to target the ground. Lion does have his finger here, provided if there is any available targets. Probably should throw it off before he dies, but unfortunately he's been completely stun-locked. Luna coming in here with a little bit early on the Eclipse, not managing to do a great deal with that one, only about 2 coming off. And it looks like they are going to pay for it. Abaddon going down there, no borrowed time for him, he's used that up already, and Chaos Knight managing to pick up a double kill there. And he's sitting on a mega kill streak, he has got his Reaver, he's got his Vitality Booster, he is going heart, he's going manly tank mode. Good man. Okay, we'll have a look at the items while there is multi-deaths, and Ricky has gone down to the Legion Commander as well, and he managed to get a dual kill off that one as well. So he's sitting 86 bonus damage, and that is without the armlet. It's quite considerable. Right, looks like you're just going to push this tower here. The Bloodseeker is, as I thought, going Radiance. Crystal Maiden going Shadow Blade. Looks like an Aghanim's. Aghanim's on Necrophos. That's not really that common. The main reason you would go with that one is because people can't buy back with it. I mean, there is a bit of a difference when you've got the Scepter. You've got the cooldown difference and things like that. But that's not a huge amount, really. Legion Commander just sitting on not very much at the moment, but let me see what her money is like. She's sitting on 3,200 gold, so there is going to be a big item coming out here. I'm not too sure about Legion Commander's newest Legion Commander's items. Probably going to go for just an AC or a Mjolnir or something like that. Give it more attack speed to capitalize on that dual victory damage there. Ricky sitting on a Yasha, probably going to go Sanjin Yasha, maybe Lear, or a Manta. And also it looks like he's going for a Diffusal Blade as well. And take off some of the mana of the opposing team. Abaddon sitting on Urn and Soul Ring, just going general utility. Lion Wards, good man, and he's also got his Staff of Wizardry that can build quite a lot of things. You've got your Necro or your Force Staff. Probably Force Staff, I would say. Lions have a pretty poor game, so you'd be looking for a cheaper alternative to, say, Necro. Luna has got her Helm of Dominator, not dominating any creeps as far as I can see. Just using it for the health and to build it into a Satanic later on if they need to. And also the Asha. Jupiter is sitting on Mechanism Treads and Blink Dagger with the Soul Ring. That's just general use for Enigma. I quite like going Arcane Boots on Enigma myself, because sometimes you do catch yourself out with it, but the Soul Ring does make up for that, I guess. Looks like Ricky is hoping for a little kill here, but I don't think he's going to get it. As soon as Legion Commander gets out of stun range, out of silence range, you can just throw a duel if need be, but deciding to run off instead. Okay, that's enough for items at the moment. We'll have a look at the net worth. Looks like Dire is pulling ahead quite significantly here. We've got 3 heroes above Radiance, most farmed there. Luna coming back here quite nicely from her quite poor start. Not seen any really big plays with the Eclipse yet, but may have just missed them, to be honest. Ricky should be okay here with the invisibility. I'm not sure if... No, Bloodseeker is going to die as well. He's still got Rapture on him, and he is going to feed a kill here and a little bit more dual damage. That's a nice round 100 for Legion Commander here as well. So that's going to be very nice for her. It's going to be a big, scary Legion Commander. It's only 26 minutes in the game, mind you, as well. So that could get even worse. Necrophos managing to pick off a kill here from Abaddon. I'll give him a nice stack of Sadis and get his mana back up. And he's managed to pick up his Aghanim Scepter as well. Looks like they're going for a wee bit of a push on this top tower. There's not much health left, 169. It's like that's just out of deny range. I think it's 165 for deny range. So they wouldn't have been able to deny that in advance. Legion Commander doing a bit of tanking, but there's not really going to be much needed. Only about 2 tower hits there. Legion Commander pushing off to the side here, maybe looking to go for a wee sneaky initiation. She is going to go for the AC. And that's Ricky calling good game, fast finish. Now, we can see if they can come back a wee bit. But, oh, and is this going to be a black hole? Black hole, come on, black hole. Black hole catches 2 under the Eclipse there. Enigma paying for it with his life, but then it's a 2-for-1 trade. Well, 3-for-1, but the Enigma caused 2 there. That is definitely worth it. Maybe look to get a BKB just now, or for his next item purchase, and that would stop any chance of that black hole being interrupted. Bloodseeker, or Blitzseeker, sitting in the jungle. He's got his Radiance, so he'll be able to jungle a lot faster, but it's further you get in the game, it's going to be less effective. I think Ricky was a little bit early in calling the good game fast finish, because they did just take that team fight. Let's see what Ricky's up to. Ricky is on the bot lane, just hanging about. Maybe yep, going for a last hit. Good. I was just checking he wasn't AFK there. Still not managed to get his Diffusal Blade yet, but I'm sure he will very shortly. Diffusal Blade, Diffusal Blade. The recipe for that one is 850, and he still needs the other Blade of Alacrity. Not sitting on the crew or anything like that. So he's still a fair bit off that. You can forward his other Blade of Alacrity just now, and that should give him a little bit more punch. With the items he's going for, turning that Yasha into a Manta will be quite useful. He's not a great tower pusher, Ricky, but with the Manta, he can throw out a lot more damage because that scales with stats rather than plus damage, and he's going a lot of stats. He did manage to get the other Blade of Alacrity there, so that's even more stats, sitting 131 standard. So that's pretty good. And of course, he's getting the attack speed from the power treads and all of his lovely agility. Luna feeling a little bit scared of these two here, as she should, because there is two more. Not sure if they managed to spot that out. Radiant do have a ward here as well, so they will see them coming in through the jungle here, but not reacting to it just now, playing a little bit dumb. Dire have a ward up at the back here as well, so they can spot out their positioning behind tower. And another ward there. And another ward there. They're just going crazy for the wards here, and another ward there. So they bought the full wards and decided to place them in quite aggressive positions. Still covering the runes, of course. If anyone's running away or trying to get an advantage in a team fight, runes are a very good way of doing that. Looks like Radiant are feeling confident enough to get a little bit of a push here. Ricky is sitting in the Roche pit, managing to spot out the Chaos Knight a little bit there, but not feeling up for going on it. We do have quite a quick turnaround range here, so.
Regeneration.
Is he still going to regen? Yes, no, he's not. I thought I heard regeneration there, but obviously I'm mishearing, or I just missed it, which is far more likely, to be honest. Ricky chasing the Necrophos. Necrophos is pretty tanky now, but I'm sure Ricky, with all his damage, is going to be able to do that, but he is taking quite a lot of damage from the Heartstopper at the moment. He is sitting for 275 with his ult and a little bit of heal on top of that one. And he's going to take even more damage with the Heartstopper and the Radiance Burn damage. He's down to over around about half health here, so he's got to be careful. He's going to be in a bad spot when teamfights start here as well. We've got to be careful of, and is this going to be a black hole? Black hole catches 3. There we go, in conjunction with the Eclipse and the Crystal Maiden ult as well. That was very nice play there from the Radiant, using their superior teamfight ultimates and abilities to really turn that around, leaving only Legion Commander farming away up top. She's sitting, she's got her AC now. So she's got her AC, she can probably look to build probably another attack speed item, I would guess, or maybe a BKB. A BKB would probably be a smart choice against such a CC heavy lineup as they've got here. And it looks like Chaos Knight agrees with me. It's very team fighty. As I was trying to say earlier, but they've got distracted by some plays. Looks like Radiant decided to draft in a singular direction, try and get more team fight. They've got some decent support in the form of Abaddon, and he should be able to get the heals off. They've got stuns in the form of the Lion and the Hex, and the Finger, of course, for the mad damage. They've got the Bounce, Stun, and Eclipse, and they've got the Black Hole as well. And Ricky just for a flat-out slappy damage and a silence as well. So they've got a lot of CC compared to not a huge amount. They've got a lot. They've got Lockdown, which isn't a stun on the Crystal Maiden, and they've got a stun on Chaos Knight. He's got silence. He's got a stun, which is an ultimate. Doesn't really count. It's on a reasonably long cooldown. Scepter cooldown 70 seconds. Which is reasonably long, and they've got a duel, which is, you know, he shouldn't really be throwing that just for CC purposes. He should be throwing that to get kills, because it is quite risky. And Abaddon using the Rupture to get off a good bit of his health back, not feeling too scared to be taking that damage. He can start moving again now that the Rupture's off. I think Radiant might be going for Roshan here, are they? Well, I think Necrophos is going to go for Roshan at the very least. Maybe just spotting out. But Bloodseeker deciding he's wanting to go on it. Necrophos able to give him a little bit of heal every so often to help him out. And the rest of Dire are reacting as well now. Bloodseeker should be coming out a little bit. Legion Commander throwing the press the attack on there as well. Not sure who's going to be taking this, but it looks like it is going to be Necrophos. That looked like there was a little bit of hesitation going on there. Maybe some item selling. Necrophos is picking up a Javelin. That is probably going to be Basher, I would say. Maybe, no. I'm not sure. MKB or something like that, I would guess. Try and go full carry with that Necrophos there. And Bloodseeker is managing to destroy those illusions with the Radiance, or the Eidolons with the Radiance there. Seems to be quite a good pickup in that sense. Really clearing waves really quickly here. But are they willing to go in on the team fight? They do have their ult besides the Black Hole, which is only 15 seconds remaining. So that should be not too bad for him. He has got his Blink Dagger now as well. I think he had that before, actually. But yes, Ogre Club, I think that means he is going to go BKB. Sensible choice as well. They are going to spot this out. They have got the rune here. The ward, sorry. I always call them runes. They have got the ward here, so they'll see what's happening. And Necrophos going back in, feeling a bit manly, but not going to work out for him. Lion does have the Frog, so he should frog him as soon as he comes out. Frog, there we go. And he is going to die again. Take off his armor and his regen there. Oh, very, very nice there. That was a 4-man black hole. Well played there. Managing to interrupt that duel as well and save Luna's life. Very nice. Very useful when people are getting dueled to have such a long, powerful disable as the black hole there. Chaos Knight, a little bit of rage. I think it was good fun though. Enigma, when he gets off a good ult, is fantastic, but when he gets off a bad ult, can be one of the most hilarious things ever. Besides, of course, a Pudge. Legion Commander buying back in the game, not going to be able to achieve a great deal here, probably throw overwhelming odds, but it's not going to do enough damage to scare them away. They know that there is only the Legion Commander there to deal with, and they're not going to be too scared of that one. If there is a duel, then they can deal with that quite handily. Throwing up the glyph here to try and stop push here, and it seems to have been effective. Enigma tanking the damage there to make sure that the siege creep doesn't go down, and the siege creep is quite important. Legion Commander pulling creep wave past, but I don't think the Abaddon's going to care. He is manly Abaddon. And he's picking up an Aghanim Scepter as well. He's getting pretty close to that, just needs his point booster. I don't think I've seen many Aghanims on Abaddon. I don't know how effective it is, really. Ricky has got his Diffusal Blade. As you can see, he's sitting pretty far down on the net worth here. Luna really pulling ahead now, making up for that bad start. Lion not got enough mana for his ultimate as well. Necrophos, he's pretty good as a carry, I would say, but not as a one roll. Taking the most farm. They should do the Chaos Knight, making some space for him to farm more. Legion Commander not sitting on a great deal either. She's only got their AC and Armlet. Crystal Maiden doing Crystal Maiden does, apart from the Shadow Blade, to be honest. Looks like she's going Pipe, getting herself a Hood of Defiance. I'd probably say that a BKB would be more useful against their lineup, because the BKB will guarantee that you're going to get the freezing field off. That combined with the Shadow Blade gives a really good initiation and guaranteed damage. Get that, get the BKB, and then get yourself an Aghanim Scepter and just go alt mode. Legion Commander throwing a little bit of overwhelming odds there and managing to scare away the Abaddon. Abaddon doesn't really need to run, but he wasn't sure if there was only one or if there was more. And more are reacting now. Coming back mid to try and push out this lane. Necrophos looks like he could be getting caught here by the Abaddon, but Abaddon decides, or doesn't see. Either way, he's not going to go on it. So, the increased duration on this Aghanim, I'll just know exactly what this does. Right, screw that. There is a fight going on. He is using his Shadow Blade, but as you see, it's going to be reasonably effective. He's going to get quite a bit of damage off, but he does die because of it. If he didn't have his BKB, that would have lasted a lot longer. Unfortunately not. Borrowed time there with the Aghanim's increased duration, and it is quite a long duration by the looks of things. Managing a stun there on the illusions, but Necrophos managed to secure the kill with his ultimate, and that is going to be no buyback for Abaddon as well, because you can't buy back when Necrophos Ags ultis you. Yep, looks like an MKB coming out on the Necrophos as well. Oh, there we go, and that's another 3-man black hole, but can they capitalize on it? Looks like they're going for Legion Commander, which is probably not the best target to be going on, because she's a little bit more tanky with the with the AC. And they managed to pick up 5 kills there for 3. Decent trade. Dire probably shouldn't have committed quite as hard on this tower, especially when they knew the black hole was up, and black hole most certainly is up. So, very good capitalization on the Enigma ultimate there. History up on the top here, but there's no rune, no ward to spot out. Observer ward placed here to catch out any. So there was no Roshan, but it would be normally for Roshan. Radiant backing off. Ricky is sitting in base just now. He's picked up his basher, so that should be able to stop. That's yet another tool to stop Crystal Maiden's ult. Looks like she's putting all of her eggs into one basket here, and it's not going to pay off a great deal for her in the long run, I would think. Ah, there we go. And Dota 2 is here, and I shall say hello. You are managing to watch this live. That's perfect. Awesome. Right, anyway, back to it. Luna is farming this up a wee bit. The bounces now being a lot more effective. Damage reduction 35, but she's still hitting for quite a lot with the Manta style, with the Hyperstone and Helm of the Dominator as well. She's becoming quite a scary carry as this game goes later, especially with all that farm. Still sitting on 1000. Deciding to ignore the haste rune here and go straight for the Ancients. Should be able to kill this and then back off and get another stack if she so desires. Lion picking up a Dagon 2 here as well. I think it was a straight purchase. So that'll be quite nice because then he can do 500 damage plus 850 damage. That is a lot of damage. Should be able to just straight up pick off CM. In fact, just an Earth Spike and a ultimate should be able to just pick her off straight away. And pick off any other low heroes with the Dagon. So that should be pretty good. Abaddon has been creating quite a lot of space this game. He was pretty good in the offlane, to be honest. He's found quite a lot of kills, but he is the initiator and the tank, really, for the team. Try and get them focused on him for Enigma to come in and black hole. Come on, the blink black hole there. Abaddon going up here, maybe to check a rune, or I don't know, but there is no rune there for him to get. So he's just going to back off to the secret shop. Only got 750, so I don't know what he's going to build here. I'm not sure I like the Tranquil. Well, Tranquils and Abaddon, I guess, would be okay. But since the change, I am quite against Tranquil boots on anything apart from incredibly hard support. Like, for example, Kotl, as I've said before. Ones that are not going to be taking or dishing out damage very often. She's going to be throwing spells. Necrophos coming up here to farm these Ancients. She has not got as BKB? MKB. Different kind of bar. Yeah, he's not quite got this yet, but this will put him a little bit closer to it. Still not farming, hitting very hard. He could probably do with some attack speed if he is going for right-click damage. Maybe get himself a, I don't know, AC or something like that, make add on to the tankiness that you would already get, but it looks like he is going to die anyway, throwing the ult just in case, but of course Luna far too high to be taking that. Sorry, I'm just replying to the man that submitted this, and it is this very man here, Enigma. Had some great plays this game so far, hopefully it'll continue. The game is pretty even. I'll have a look at the gold graphs just now, and when I said pretty even, it is dead even. Dire seem to have the same tower. Dire seem to have one more tower than the Radiant, sorry. Creeps put me off a little bit there. But yes, one tower advantage, so that should add a little bit to it in the totals, but not a great deal. It is very, very close. Experience not as important this late in the game, but it is 12,000 in favour of the Radiant here. We'll look at the hero levels here, and as you can see, it translates into this. You got the Luna on level 22 and the Lion on level 21 as well. He's got himself a Yasha. I'm not sure exactly what he's planning to do with the Yasha. Yasha seems a bit of a waste on Lion. But hey-oh, he seems to be doing well enough with it. The finger picking up a lot. That could probably have gone with another greedy-ass Dagon. There. It looks like they're posturing. They realise that Roche is up. No, the Dire do have a ward up here, but Radiant do not. But they're hanging about, using their bodies as wards here. Luna managing a little bit of damage off here on the Chaos Knight. What's Chaos Knight sitting on? He's got Heart, and he's got another Reaver, and he's got Helmet Dominator. That's probably going to be a Satanic, I think. I think Satanic, don't from that. Yes, it's going to be a Satanic. And that is a dead Bloodseeker. Necrofrost throwing the ult there, but not going to be enough. There's not going to be anywhere near as much damage. And Enigma did pick up the BKB. He must have been listening to me in the past. Those time-traveling Enigmas. Okay, and Legion Commander doing a little bit of jungling. No point really going in for this one. They used the glyph here. Probably should have saved it for the racks because they can quite easily go in for a push. Legion Commander throwing in overwhelming odds there for a little bit of extra damage. And Lion is picking up more greedy Dagons. He's got himself Dagon 3 now. He's going to pick up this haste as well. Ooh, Ricky has killed Crystal Maiden. No real surprise there. I don't know what Crystal Maiden was doing all the way down here. But she was hopefully maybe looking to push here. But that tower is in deny range and Ricky is going to do so. Okay, Lion getting stuck behind the creeps with that haste rune. It looks like Dire might be in a bit of a bad spot here, to be honest. They can't win the team fights. They are roaming as 5, so they're not going to be able to get pick-offs, which is what this team really focuses on. Necrolite's pretty good at that. He's pretty good in team fights too, but mainly in a lineup, I guess, it'd be pick-offs. Bloodseeker, again, pick-offs with the Rupture and things like that. Not going for the Force Staff, going for the Sanji Yasha instead. Force Staff quite good because you can Force Staff people with Rupture when they stop moving, and you can get a little bit more damage and possibly a kill. People quite often stop when they're on low health against the Bloodseeker. Luna feeling fairly strong here. Looks like she is going Satanic as well. That Helmet Dominator coming in useful from earlier plays. Oh, that was a very big melt there. And Legion Commander sitting on 118 damage here now. Luna, will she throw the ultimate? Will she throw the ultimate? No, she'll just die. Obviously too many creeps around for her to make it worth her while. Again, if you had the... Oh, there we go. And Necrofrost manages to secure the kill with that and gets a dominating streak as well at 648 gold. Quite nice for Necrofrost, who is carry mode Necrofrost. He is almost there picking up his Demon Edge, so he can get his BKB, MKB. Why do I keep doing that? I don't know. Anyway, Legion Commander is still sitting on similar items. Got Shadow Blade, Assault Cuirass, and Armlet. Chaos Knight pretty close to his Satanic as well. And it looks like Abaddon is going and punishing the miss for this push. He's not going to be able to come back and help too much on here, so he can try and force a reaction from the top. If he can push this quick enough to get up to the racks, then he might get 1 or 2 coming out, and that might give him a favourable trade. Enigma's coming back here in 3 seconds with a black hole, but Ricky is farming mid. And that is going to be racks. Legion Commander throwing out a huge amount of damage just now. Enigma going in here, but unfortunately not popping the BKB, so he is going to take a duel hit there and feed more damage there. That's unfortunate. Perhaps just forgot about his BKB there. Chaos Knight sitting here, hopefully, looks like they're getting a bit confident here. They are sitting waiting for tower dives, but it looks like Abaddon has gotten the reaction that he wanted. He's caused 2 TPs of 2 of their main carries, and Ricky manages to pick off Necrofrost because of that. So it's a nice play from Abaddon there. He was able to draw off some TPs and stop the push as well. They did lose a Rax though, which is unfortunate. This tower sitting a little bit low, and the rest are fine. This one is pretty low. They could do with denying that one actually, but they have not so far. Tower keeping up their pretty good ward vision here. Radiant throwing some strange wards here, to be honest. That is blocking the camp, which they're probably not too happy about. Maybe an accidental placement. Maybe up here is a much better place, I would say. Luna, absolutely far monster, sitting on 240. And she's got that Satanic there, but if she is stunned, then the duration for that one, 3.5 seconds, is not going to do her a great deal of use. She can cast it before the Legion Commander gets off his ult. It should guarantee her safety. It's 5.5, so I'll give her 2 seconds. 2 seconds to kill her, basically, and she would be on full health by the end of it as well, which is not going to be good. Okay, Luna sitting on 3k as well, being quite monstrous in general. So that was just the Enigma getting back to me there and saying that he thought he popped a BKB, but he must have misclicked or forgotten. Either or, it happens quite often. Alright, Lion sitting down here, waiting for the creep wave, probably going to throw a Earth Spike. Nope, he's not. He's going to back off. Luna buying back in the game there from her death. This looks like it's probably going to be the team fight to end all team fights. We shall see if all of these ults are going to be useful enough. They're going to leave him alone for the time being by looks things, and he gets the BKB off this time. And here we go, Black Hole on 4. Very nice play there, and that in combination with the Eclipse is going to basically get them the game here, I think. They're all farmed enough that they should be able to deal with this pretty easily. Abaddon's managing to get his health back up pretty quickly here as well. He's got 15 earned charges as well. He should be using those offensively as well. Get a little bit more damage. The Enigma is going to throw off Malefice, I would guess. Malefice. No Malefice. But, yep, he is using them offensively now. So, yep, earned charge, pure damage, offensive, always positive. And as 5 men, and they're just going to take racks here, and if they are sensible, they should probably just push them all. Let's have a look at the buyback status of their team. Okay, Radiant Dire, no buybacks whatsoever, which is unfortunate, and that is a... Yep, I would probably agree with Chaos Knight here. They put up a good fight, but the superior team fight of the Radiant did make it a problem for them. Should have capitalized a lot earlier with the Bloodseeker. Rather than sitting in the jungle, he probably should have been out ganking. And the same with the Legion Commander as well. Did manage to get quite a lot of damage off, but not quite enough to turn the game around. Some lovely team fight there. The Luna, I was smack talking her a little bit at the start, but I eat my words. That, as he said, the Luna Enigma combo is fairly impressive. But yeah, you can see Luna is sitting on 503 and 628. That's quite considerable. Well, yeah, that's everything from me. If you like it, subscribe or follow, and you will see more from me. Thank you very much.